Connection, contribution, and creation. It's part of the mission of the Same House, a community organization working toward solutions. You've no doubt heard about its beloved benefit, one of the biggest events in Atlanta all year long, bringing in greats like John Legend, Usher, Maroon 5. This year, T.I. and Ludacris. They've already raised more than $60 million for community work ahead of this year's event in August, an exciting initiative that you can be a part of. And we are honored to have Same House founder Rodney Bullard along with Shan Cooper to talk more about it. Thank you so much for the time. Talk to me about the Same House and just the overall mission about kind of infusing this spirit, vision, and resources into our community. Rodney?
So we're very pleased with the Same House. The name actually derives from the first beloved benefit. And at the first beloved benefit, which really was the ideation of Dan Cathy, chairman of Chick-fil-A, and at the time I was with Chick-fil-A running the Chick-fil-A Foundation. And we started this beloved benefit to bring the community together and to focus on economic mobility and to really focus our fundraising and our attention on nonprofits that were doing great work towards economic mobility in our communities. And so we had at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we had about 1,500 people. We had Bruno Mars, but we also had the incomparable Congressman John Lewis. And he said, we're one people, one family. We all belong to the same house, the House of Atlanta. And so we felt so moved by those words that we started an organization called the Same House, still focused on economic mobility, bringing us together to do good together. And so this year, we're having our fourth beloved benefit on August 14th, and it's going to be at the Woodruff Arts Center. And we've got an Atlanta affair, so it's going to be T.I. and it's going to be Ludacris, and it's going to be a really cool event. And we will continue to raise money towards economic mobility for 8 beneficiaries that we're really excited about.
I love that idea of coming together to do good work together, which leads us to the Beacons program, because the beloved event infuses resources and awareness into some great organizations. Leading up to that, some other organizations get the community support. Can you talk us through the plan for that?
I sure can, Cheryl. So we decided that it's important that we also recognize and honor the smaller organizations who are boots on the ground actually working in community. And so we have identified several smaller nonprofit organizations who are doing great work, still focused on economic mobility and bringing community together. And so rather than Rodney and I having to select all these wonderful organizations who should be part of the program, we decided we'd open it up and let the community participate by voting. And so we're going to have 3 rounds of voting. Each voting cycle will have 3 nonprofits that people in community can go online and vote for. That way, Rodney and I don't have to select these great organizations.
It's too much pressure.
Too much pressure. But the community will come in and work with us to select these wonderful organizations. Each organization will get a monetary donation, but the one that the community selects will actually get a larger donation. And so we're excited about this. We're hoping that lots of people will participate, but it was a way of me and Rodney being lazy and getting off the hook.
Well, I know you both better than that. There's not a lazy bone in either of your bodies, the good work that you all do day in, day out. But I love how the community can really pull some energy behind this. And maybe you'll get to understand and learn more about organizations we didn't know. It's a great problem to have when there are so many groups doing important work. And this is a way to recognize those groups. So round 1 starts soon, Rodney.
That's right. So round 1 starts on February 21st. You'll be able to go to our website, samehouse.org, and you'll be able to vote for these organizations. And as Shan said, every organization is going to get something, at least $10,000. But the organization that gets the most popular vote will actually get $30,000. And so we're excited about that. We have this first round, we have Silence the Shame, which is around mental health, because we really can't focus on our economic mobility if we are struggling with our own mental health. So Silence the Shame, and Shanti Das, Atlanta's own Shanti Das, she's doing a wonderful job with that. We also have lead ambassadors with C.J. Stewart. He takes young men and he really, through the sport of baseball, helps them grow, helps them learn, and exposes them to business and business leaders. And then we have the Georgia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And we're excited about the work of Veronica Maldonado and her team there, and all that they do for their community.
Can you talk about why it's so important for the community, both in its maybe support and resources, get behind these organizations as we look for solutions to making our city greater and to supporting all the people here in this one house?
Absolutely. You know, if we continue to go with the metaphor of a house, we all live in the house, but there definitely are rooms in the house that are on fire that frankly need our attention, and we can't sit comfortably in our own room, in our own space, and not pay attention. And the opportunity doesn't mean that we have to go out ourselves, but we can support those who are in the fray, in the fight, doing the work. And we can uplift their work, we can give greater notoriety to it, and we can support it collectively. And so do what you can. We ask that you give if you can. We ask that you vote if you can. We ask that you volunteer if you can, but do what you can.
Yeah, it is true that each piece is vital to the bigger puzzle. What would your final words be about maybe people getting involved in the effort, let's say just for round one, but be ready because we're going to come at you 3 times. You know, there are 3 rounds, all important as we highlight great work happening in our city.
Yes, I just think it's important, Cheryl, that we all play our part. And oftentimes people think, well, I can't get involved, I don't have anything to give. But here we're saying, give your time, give your talent. These organizations need that as well. We love your treasure, don't get me wrong, but your time and again, your talent is what these organizations need as well. So I just want to encourage everybody just to get involved. These organizations need us. We need their mission. We need them to succeed, for us all to have healthy, united communities, you know, that beloved community that Dr. King talked about. That was the essence of how we started this work. And so it takes all of us to play in that space. And so I just want to encourage everybody to get involved. As Rodney said, just give what you can, time, talent, or treasure.
All right. And before we know it, August will be here.
Yes.
Yes, it will
Big
be.
event.
So we're excited about it.
Yes.
And this is going to be a new event, a different event than what we've had in the past, but it's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Final words, anything that I haven't asked that you'd want to make sure that everyone is aware of?
In this time of division, in this time of political division in particular, we have to come together and remind ourselves that we really are one people, and that we really do have the opportunity to be neighbors to one another, to be good to one another. And I hope that we take that opportunity every day.
And by unifying and rallying around those around us, doing good, making a difference, investing in the greater good is something that brings us together rather than splits us apart.
That's right.
Yes.
Maybe more now than ever, this is our opportunity.
Yes.
Thank you both for the time. Looking
Thank you.
forward to all that's ahead. And we will have everything you need to know on 11alive.com so that you can vote and pick the beacon of your choice for all the great work that's happening in our city.